morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this month's edition of Color Combo Challenge. If you're new to my channel, this is a challenge that I started a couple years ago with my good friend Gareth, who is Created Home with G here on the YT. And we have some lovely people joining us. Miss Angie from AB Designs, and then Tony from Kate's Crafty Cottage, but he will not be joining us this month. Our thoughts and prayers are with him as he has some family issues out of town. So we wish him safe journey back home, and hopefully he will rejoin us soon. So this month our colors were purple, gray, and blue. And since I'm using everything from my stash, I went through and looked, and I have blue paper, and I found some purple paper that I didn't think I had, and my gray is a loosely interpretation of gray. It is gray, but I'll tell you where I got this my idea for inspiration from. I found some acetate when I was going through my craft cottage in my craft room, and it is gray, and it's really pretty swirly acetate, and that was the gray that I had. And so I created kind of a little different card, fancy little card or whatever. It could be for Mother's Day, it could be for a birthday, it could be for graduations, it could be anything. And we're going to work on that card in just a second here, but I think I'll show it to you. This is my example that I made. It's a shaker card, and I love it because the deep purple card makes the little shaker things bits pop. And then the colors of the paper, I use two kinds of purple, a dark purple and a light purple. And then I use this electric blue as trim. And then on the inside, I die cut a frame, and then just put a little blue trim at the end. So let's make one. This one is going to be a little bit different because, just because. And I also got the idea from, I was die cutting some pieces to work on some embellishments. And so I was cutting these out, and I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to use the negative spaces. I'm going to use for a frame. And so I used my large die from my Sizzix scallop dies. And I cut my little frame out. This one I cut out in blue. And by the way, this is a 6x6 card. So it's just, I had a piece of 12x12. I cut it in half. Voila, 6x6 card. And it's a top folding card. And then I cut a little light purple to go on the inside that you can put a little message or whatever. And then I cut my plastic acetate. This is 5.5 by 5.5, and I cut my acetate 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So, and then I just have some of this little purple ribbon we may use, like I did on the other card. And then I just went ahead and made some shaker mix. This one I have blues and purples mixed in there together. I have some buttons, I have sequins, I have seed beads, I have micro tubes, a little bit of everything in here, but it's a really pretty mixture. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and I also have this beautiful cabbage rose. Both roses were made from my friend Lori Seabrook. Hi Lori. She gifted these to me at Christmas time, and although I kind of hate parting with them, they were perfect for this project. Okay, enough chit-chatting, so let me make sure I got the right side. So all I'm going to do to put this on is I'm going to use some score tape, and we're just going to put the tape on the paper. And I'm not going all the way to, I'm just going down toward to the, just to the sides, just to attach my acetate. Okay. And then I'm going to take my score 2. I have been so busy crafting so far this week, and the table's a mess. I'm just rubbing this down to get a good adherence to it. Okay, and then we're going to peel this off. Well, I know I just rubbed it. Didn't have a bit of trouble doing this off camera. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I got the right side up. One side's just a little bit shinier than the other. That's why I was looking for that. Okay. Take my score tool and rub that down. Alright, so, I mean, that just looks so pretty on there like that. Now I'm going to add some double-sided tape, and I'm going to do 2 layers, so it's a little bit thicker off the page. So I'm just going to come over here to this side, and I'm going to get as close as I can to the scallop edge without being seen. And I will give you a clue, don't use your scissors to cut foam tape. I tried to use a wider foam tape earlier because it was a lot more stickier and it was thicker. And it just gummed my scissors all up. So I'm going to have to go do some Goo Gone on them. And you don't have to take your foam tape all the way to the edge. Matter of fact, I would prefer not to. Just so that it's not seen from the outside. I'm just kind of buttoning that up there like that. I'm just pulling it back just a little bit. Okay. Yep, I am definitely going to have to clean those scissors. Now, if you don't mind your shaker being a little thinner, you can just leave it like this. But I prefer to do thicker lines on mine. And I am leaving this a little bit long right here because, you know, I don't want my shaker bits escaping. So I'm just going over with my score tool. And I'm going to go back over with another piece of foam tape just to give it a little bit more height. And this piece right here that I had sticking up, I'm just going to do like this and push it down with my bone folder so that it's just a nice adhesion and there's no gaps in it. Okay, so I have 2 layers of that on there now. See, it sticks up a little bit nicer, not like that. So I'm just going to take my bone folder and go over this again, making sure it's nice and flat. I'm going to turn it over and make sure I don't see anything on it. Okay. Now, before I put my shaker bits in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this top covered up. And then I'm going to put my frame on here like this. Just not the top. So I'm just going to measure where I want this. Try to get it somewhere in the middle, close to the middle. Just kind of eyeballing it. Put that down like that. No, I don't need to do that yet. Okay, so we just kind of created this little pocket here. And that's what we wanted. And so then I'm going to pour the mixture in that I created. I really like doing it like this because it keeps it from sticking everywhere. And then all you got to do is just reach in, grab the little corner of it, pull the tape off, and then press it flat. So really simple, easy way to create a shaker card. And I love how the bits shine in there against that purple and the gray is showing through. I mean, I just think it looks lovely. And it shakes really good like this. So, and I really like this foam tape. This came from Dollar Tree, either Dollar Tree or Dollar General. But I like how it does. It's really nice, and it doesn't have a lot of sticky residue on the side. So that's why I usually use like an embossing bag type thing to get the sticky off of it, but I really don't have to on this. So now all we're going to do is decorate the outside. On this one, I put blue on top of the purple. But on this one, since I have blue as my frame, I'm going to put some purple on there. Okay, so I'm going to I'll use this one. All I'm doing is coming down just a little bit from the top, and I'm just going to run a little piece straight across here. And then come up about the same amount, about 1/4 of an inch, and run a little piece across here. Okay. And then I'm going to take the heavier piece and come over here like so. So, all my crafting right now has been about using what I have in my stash and not really buying anything else. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is use my stash up. And I love these sticky little ribbon strips. Got these from Michael's a couple of years ago. And it's amazing when you kind of go through your stuff and you see what you have, and it's like Christmas all over again. Okay. Now, so that is our basic card base right there. And then I'm going to take our little flower, and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of it. Some tear tape. And I'm going to use glue too. Tear tape just helps it stay on there until the glue dries. And on my, whoops, I don't want to take that off. On my flower, I use my stickles, the diamond stickles, just to give it a little shine, because, you know, it needed to be blinged out too, because if you got a blinged out card, you got to have a blinged out flower on it. Now, the only thing that I haven't done is to cut like a little banner or something that says what it's for, and I won't do that until I decide what I'm using the card for. I might give it to my daughter for Mother's Day, and one to my sister-in-law. My own mother has passed away, but make sure I got it the right way too, because I have been known to put that card on there wrong. I'm just going to hold that down for a second. And let that grab on. It does take a minute, but it does eventually grab on there. Nothing like watching glue dry, huh? Yep, see, it's just not wanting to stick for me this time. Well, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and glue the inside flap on there. And then I'm not going to put, like I said, not putting a sentiment or anything like that on there yet, till I decide what to use it for. Might use it for a graduation card, because this color, the deep dark purple, is the school color for one of the school kids here that goes to my church. So, and then I'm just going to take another little piece of this and run it across the bottom. I should put blue. You know what? I'm going to put blue because this is purple, and I think I have a little blue left. I think I have just enough to go across the bottom. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. That makes the purple stand out. So now let's work on the little flower. So we can't get this puppy to stick. Oops. I got glue seepage. Alright, let's stick that puppy back on there and hold it for a second. Okay, I think we got it stuck now. So, that's the purple and the blue topper. And then the blue and light purple topper. I think these are really cute. I love the way they turned out. I love shaking them because, I just love shakers anyway. And you really can see all the little bits and bobs in there, the differences of them. This one is more of that bright blue, like this right here, and this is a mixture of blue and purples and stuff. So let me know which one you like, or if you like either one, down below in the comments section, please. And don't forget to go over and watch Garris. It's Created Home with G, and Angie, who is AB Designs. Go watch their videos. I'll have them linked below down in the description box for you. Alright, my friends, thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that by hitting that subscribe button down there. And don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified as much as you want to according to the menu on the bell. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.